Hi everyone, welcome back. As the title says, you might have got the idea what the video is all about. Yes, Rehan wanted few of his friends to come over for iftar at home, and there were a bunch of lovely boys as well as few adults we had invited along with them. Now it was a bit challenging for me to prepare the menu because I had to make kids loving food as well as some for the adults. Some of them I had already done before, so shall provide the link below. Don't forget to check out the description box. Now here I had prepared most of the dishes in large quantity to serve the guest as well as for other purpose, but I have given the measurements below in the description box for an average 4 adults. So you can just adjust the quantity accordingly and follow the steps as in the video. I had shown how I managed to do many dishes on a timely manner in many of my videos, so this time showing each recipes at a time so that it's easy for you to search in. As usual, preparations begins the previous day. Let me tell you the menu first. Orange lemon mint drink, cheese samosa, beef spring roll, chicken noodles cake, Sabudana milk with banana, that's a traditional recipe, dahi vada, chicken mini burgers, baked beef pasta, rice rotis, chicken curry, mutton haleem and so on. Soaking up moong dal for dahi vada. So on the previous day, prepared the cheese samosa, which is really very simple yet very tasty. I had already shown in my last year iftar party menu plan video. I guess kids as well as adults equally love it. It's just the samosa sheets and cheese inside. I made all the samosas and packed it in a Ziploc bag, then kept it inside the freezer. On the next day, took out 3 hours before frying them. Don't forget to clean up the sink on the go or else you will end up with a very messy kitchen. Preparing beef spring rolls. Into 1 kilo beef pieces, added half teaspoon turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon red chili powder, 1 1/4 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1/4 to half teaspoon garam masala powder, 1/4 to half teaspoon fennel seed powder, ginger and garlic cloves. I'm just slicing the ginger roughly as I would be grinding the beef so it would get mixed along with it. Salt, 2 or 3 tablespoons of coconut oil and then mix. Now you don't have to add any water if you're using minimum 1 kilo beef. Cook on high flame until first whistle and then reduce the flame to low and cook for 20 minutes. Chop few garlic cloves. Some green chilies. Chop the vegetables into very small. Here I used 1 medium-sized capsicum, 2 small carrots and a few cabbage leaves. Here I grated the carrots and cut the cabbage thinly. The beef is cooked well. Heat some vegetable oil in a pan. Add a teaspoon of black pepper powder. Then goes the garlic and green chilies chopped. Saute for 3 to 4 minutes and then add the carrot and capsicum. Cover and let it cook in very low flame. Once the carrot and capsicum is cooked well, add in the cabbage and cook until soft. Add some salt. Meanwhile, lightly pulse the cooked meat. Here you can replace this with mutton or chicken, or if you want it to be just vegetables, skip the meat and add more veggies like beans, peas and so on. Add the meat to the pan and mix till everything is well combined. The filling is done and let it cool down before filling into the sheets. It was already late, so that's my helping hand. The work in the kitchen completes without any stress when you have your partner to do something for you in the kitchen. I had made the hiwada the previous night itself to make it taste better the next day. Do check out my last year video in which I have given the recipe in detail. I had even made the chicken burger mix and kept it ready in the fridge. The recipe for this is again below in the description box. Since it's iftar, nobody would want a big size, so decided to keep it small like mini burgers. You can make the mix and keep in the fridge for maximum 1 day, or else keep in the freezer. In my other video, I have shown everything in detail, so don't forget to check it out. First thing in the morning, prepare the orange lemon mint drink. I do tend to forget making drinks, so that's the reason to make in the morning itself. Added enough orange and lemon juice in equal quantity, or if you need you can add more oranges than lemon. I even added a handful of mint to make it more refreshing. Add enough sugar and some salt to get the balance. Since I keep in the dispenser, it won't have that bitter taste. And to cool it, I added ice just 1 hour before iftar. Along with the spring rolls and samosas, I had made chicken noodles cake as a snack. Now the measurements again are in the description box. I took boneless chicken pieces. To that added Kashmiri red chili powder, turmeric powder and some salt. I used my air fry for frying it. You can pan fry in some oil, or if you don't want to fry them, you can add some water and cook them as well. Now into some heated oil, add garlic paste, ginger paste and green chili paste. Then some chopped onion. Let the onions cook till soft and add some garam masala powder and mix. Now you can cut the fried chicken into small pieces. Since I had less time, I pulsed it in a blender and added to the pan. Mix everything together. Now this is beaten eggs. Add the chicken mix into this and then mix well. Then add cooked noodles and mix everything very well. Heat some ghee in a pan and add the mixture. Spread evenly. Cover and keep in very low flame and cook for 3 to 4 minutes on one side. Then keep a plate over it and turn. Place the mixture back to the pan and let it cook for 5 minutes on very low flame. While still warm, you can add some cheese if you want. And then you can cut into triangles. Usually I prepare the semolina milk drink, but this time made a traditional drink from our place using sabudana and ripe plantains. I made a slight variation to the traditional way. Again, the average measurements are below. I had made this in large quantity which you may not need. My mother-in-law guided me in this because I was preparing it for the first time. For this, the main ingredient is sabudana or the sago seeds, ripe plantains and milk. Just that the sabudana doesn't get too sticky, I cooked the sabudana or the sago seeds in enough water. Then drained and poured little water on top, not too much. If you want to have it like a pudding, you can completely skip this step. Instead, soak sago seeds in water for some time and cook in milk directly. Into a vessel, added milk. Now the traditional recipe adds only sugar, but for extra taste, I added condensed milk along with some sugar. You can add condensed milk alone or sugar alone, it's up to you. When the milk starts to boil, add the cooked sabudana and the plantains. Then when the mixture gets a little thick and the banana is cooked, add cardamom powder. Fry some cashews and raisins in ghee and add to the mixture. The delicious drink is ready. I actually forgot to serve the hiwada at the time of iftar, totally forgot about it, so I had to serve it at the dinner time. Now as usual, dinner recipes included rice rotis, and to have along with it, made a simple chicken curry. This is 2 kilo chicken pieces. Into that added 10 to 12 sliced shallots, 2 tablespoons garlic paste, 1 tablespoon ginger paste and 1 tablespoon green chili paste. Add 1 teaspoon turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of the coconut paste. I have the recipe for this, check the description box. A handful of chopped coriander leaves, 1 teaspoon garam masala powder, salt, half to 1 teaspoon black pepper powder, 1 to 1.5 tablespoon of coriander powder, and mix everything well. Adding 2 cups of water. Cover and cook for 10 minutes. Forgot to add 3 small chopped tomatoes earlier, so adding it now. Tomatoes cook faster, so it doesn't matter. Give a mix and cover again. Meanwhile, for roasting, 2 cups of grated coconut, a handful of cashews. Now you can add almonds instead. then half teaspoon fennel seeds, Now the coconut needn't be brown, light roasting is enough. Add to a blender, adding some water, then blend well to a paste and add to the curry. Add little more water if needed. Mix and let it boil for few minutes. Then off the flame. Temper the curry with shallots and curry leaves fried in coconut oil. Now for the mutton haleem, this is not the authentic one. The traditional recipe includes much more ingredients and I couldn't find it here. So showing out my version. Here recently I got to eat at a shop, Salman Sweets, and the haleem tasted divine. Hence I prepare at home a similar version. This again is in large quantity. Do check out the description box for an average amount. And for a time saving, I cooked the lentils in a pressure cooker. Here I took whole wheat. I've even seen many recipes using bulgur or broken wheat, which I guess saves a lot of time. Then I took yellow moong dal, red lentils or masoor dal, barley, tur dal, basmati rice and urad dal. Wash and add to a pressure cooker along with enough water and salt. You will need fried onions for the mutton. Into a pressure cooker, add mutton with bones, which is much tastier than the boneless one. Add fried onions, green chili paste, turmeric powder, cumin seeds, cinnamon stick, cardamom, cloves, garam masala powder, ginger paste and garlic paste, salt, and then add some water and mix. The authentic recipe adds kebab chini, which adds the real taste to the dish. I couldn't find it here. Cover and cook on high flame until first whistle and then lower the flame and cook for 25 minutes because you need the mutton to be really soft. The dal is well cooked by now, and if it's thick, add some hot water. Remove the bones from the mutton and add the water and soft mutton into the dal. I mashed the mutton slightly. You can add straight if you want if they are really soft. Transfer the hot dish into a serving dish or tray. Fry some cashews in ghee. Add it over the haleem along with some ghee it was frying in. The dish is very rich, but don't add less ghee because it will compromise the taste then. Add some fried onions. This dish is best when served hot. The beef pasta and burgers are kids loving dishes. The pasta was really a very simple one. I cooked beef which I had cut into very small pieces. You can use keema instead of this. Added ginger garlic paste, some garam masala powder, a handful of curry leaves and chopped coriander leaves. Then 2 teaspoons of Kashmiri red chili powder and half teaspoon turmeric powder. Mix well and add some water. I have a recipe for mutton pasta. You can cook the same way if you need more spices and flavor. Then cook the pasta. When the beef is cooked, add the pasta and mix well. Adding a handful of chopped coriander leaves and keep aside. Into a baking tray or dish, add some olive oil or any oil and spread. Then spread half the pasta mixture. Spread a layer of mozzarella cheese. You can even add cheddar cheese. Then the remaining half. Spread more cheese on top and bake in a preheated oven for 15 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius or until the top layer cheese melts and becomes brown in color. Now all the dishes were made at different times, not each at a time, but I'm showing each recipe just to make it easy for you. Mini burgers, as I said earlier, I have the recipe already. Here I cooked it in the oven so that mini could be done at the same time. You can even fry them in a pan just like my previous video. Into each bun, add your favorite spread and place each burgers. And that's for today's video. Hope you would try out these recipes for your family and share your feedback. See you with another one. Until then, take care. Assalamu alaikum.